Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back everybody. So let's take a look again on the Bitcoin market. In general, market is following with our short-term analysis. We discussed on Monday and said that market could show the pullback and reach even ultimately 25 area, which stands on the daily as a rather strong resistance. But at the same time, this pullback is just tactical. This is it doesn't change the overall bearish sentiment, bearish major trend and tendency. It doesn't change the fundamentals. This is just short-term relief on the markets by a few reasons. So first, as I said, that market gets some freedom until the major events will come on the next week, starting from the earnings report with the IT giants such as Google and Microsoft, on the preliminary gross domestic product numbers, and on the Fed meeting. So that will be the major impact from the market. And until this, market stands in some kind of the free flow. So at the same time, as you can see that in the stock market, we have the pullback as well, just because of the providing more liquidity from the Fed in recent couple of weeks. It also makes impact on the Bitcoin, where some triggering of the short-term upward performance stand. Also, in general, this was not really bad reports on last week. That's also supported the stock market. So, and on the monthly chart, currently, as you could see, that market, keeps the last bullish outpost, as I call it, trying to stay above 20 even area. So because this is vital point for Bitcoin, drop below it, as I explained previously, might be very big strategy and turn to Bitcoin in the tight range for a long time. So it might be consolidation between the 3 and 20 area where market could stand for years. If market stands and will be able to stay above the 20, it keeps chances on a possible starting slow upward trend here. It is important. And by far, although I think I treat the chances on that event as very low, as you can see that currently, market still stand there. On the weekly chart, here is where a tricky moment exists that I would like to warn you about. First of all, you could see that minor spike of the flag consolidation, and keep an eye on the closing price of this week. If market closed below the trend line inside the flag consolidation, that might be treated as a bullish trap, because it will become the fail breakout of the flag, which is potentially bearish pattern, and that might be trap for the bulls, suggesting further downward acceleration. In general, by taking a look at the pattern, market stands at no support right now except natural 20 even support, and between the two targets. This market already passed the COP and stands on the halfway to the OP. Usually, in such circumstances, market never shows reversal if it doesn't have really big fundamental shifts. So if everything stands in general as it should, it's really low chances for a possible reversal right there. So I suppose that with the high probability, it will become the bullish trap, and market could keep going lower on the next week. Besides, another moment that you need to keep an eye on is MACD. So take a look that here, as you can see, is coming very close, and it might be the bearish grabber to be formed on the weekly chart. If it will happen, it means that chances that the market intends to take it out of these lows and keep going lower. So this will be another important bearish moment. So currently, as you can see, the weekly chart is very important to us, especially by the end of this week and how this week will close. On a lower time frame, it's minor shifts. So on the daily chart, everything stands inside the consolidation. Market is going higher, reaching the first level. It's 23. As we said, this is most probable point where a theoretical market could start going lower. But we're not excluding reaching of this resistance is around 27 and daily overbought, although we think that it's less chances exist for that. So let's keep watching. Currently, the in general task is very simple. So if you are going with this upward action, here is the targets that we discussed last time. Let's take a look. OP has been reached. There's two OPs from the different ABCD. This is first ABCD, this is second ABCD. And you can see that XOPs, 1618 extensions, also agrees in the same area around 2550. That's envelops actually the previous lows on the daily chart right there. So it might be retesting completion the XOPs right at the major 2640 area. So it means that 2550, 2640, this will be next potential area where market could reach, although I'm not sure this definitely will happen. So if you have longs, you probably could keep and just don't forget to move stops to the market. So avoiding the possible forming the reversal swing. So for instance, you could tighten your stop somewhere below these lows, and just if markets will form reversal swing, this will be not bullish, and you probably could be out of this. For those who would like to take the short position, you do not need to go against the market, just keep an eye on the possible bearish patterns. For instance, take a look at the hourly chart. We have the bullish tendency. We do not have yet any patterns, but for example, if market will form something of that sort, dropping lower, forming the hand and shoulders right there, so it will tell you that upward action is over, especially if it will happen around the resistances we stand right now, or around 26 level, and you could consider taking the short position with further downward action. If market forms no bearish patterns, just do not take the short position. So that's is very simple. Just keep an eye on the patterns on the lower time frame. That being said, on this week we are watching for close price and see how situation will change on the weekly chart. Whether we will get the grabber this week or we will get the bearish bullish trap, suggesting possible downward continuation on the next week. On the lower time frames, we're just watching for major resistance areas that we have specified. First one is right there, watching for the patterns where the market will start reversal right there within the current 2 sessions today and tomorrow until the weekend. If not, if market keep going higher, well, then probably we should stay focused on 2550 area. Also be next resistance and watching for the same patterns, I mean potential bearish reversal patterns in that area.